What is up, killers? Kev here, and today back with a brand new episode of 5 new console mods to hit the Bethesda.net website this week. This is going to be episode 512 within my series. But without further ado, guys, let's just jump straight into the video. Blubbo's Whiterun Lantern Test. This one is coming in at 344.2 kilobytes of a download. A little bit spooky to see that this particular mod is going to be a test, and the description of this one is going to be very bland. Adds lanterns in Whiterun. This is going to be a test of those particular ones, and you will need the JK Skyrim. In preference, will need the Whiterun JK Skyrim. If not, get the all-in-one. It's going to be much better for your load order and for your game just in general. But this is a very nice addition, as you can tell on the screen now. They are very subtle around this particular location. They are only going to be within this spot too. But again, if this is going to be your favourite place like mine, this small download size for such a lovely change within the game is definitely going to be worth it. Rorikstead House. This one is coming in at 596.1 kilobytes of a download. The description simply reads: a house added to Rorikstead. Property with a bath and a toilet. Bath supplies are sold by the Riverwood Trader Merchant within the settlement of Riverwood. This property also does come with a beautiful yard and a horse, but you will need to buy your own if not one to be there. For this particular one, you do get a beds for player. Many different beds to choose from this one. Obviously, you'll be choosing the Master Suite. I'm pretty sure this is going to be nav meshed too. Don't hold me against that, but there's an awful lot of beds within the settlement. There's going to be a loft. There's going to be 4 beds for children. There are going to be beds for your followers. NPCs are going to be 5. 3 bathroom, 1 bathtub, and a shower. All of your other necessities such as cooking pot, oven, mead barrel, arcane table, alchemy lab, staff enchantment, anvil, workbench, tanning rack, grindstone, smelter, blacksmith, and forge are all going to be within there. All the storage is going to be safe too, and there are no mannequins placed within this home. Mannequins are a little bit tacky to do with some player homes, but this particular player home is absolutely massive. I think this is huge, and there has loads of potential within this house. There is loads of room. On the outside it doesn't look that big, but once upon you get inside, there are so many levels of detailing running throughout this house. It looks absolutely gorgeous. We'll be keeping this one definitely, as it is going to be coming in such an incredibly small download size. The location is ideal, and it is going to be a PlayStation 4 exclusive to date of covering this particular mod. Arena, an encounter zone overhaul, coming in at 20.7 kilobytes of a download. Arena is a difficult overhaul designed to enhance Skyrim, originally for the encounter zone rather than replacing them. It's a design to further the sense of progression within the game by tiering dungeons according to the enemy types. This encourages the player to make judgment about the difficulty and the encounters based on the experience that you have within the game. Obviously, a lot of people will jump headfirst within the particular dungeon, not knowing what lurks behind the doors, but you can pretty much gauge it from this particular mod, as all of the levels within the NPCs and enemies are going to be changed. The starting levels of the dungeon in the world have been set according to the type of enemy that you encounter within, and the levels roughly follow within this particular pattern. Level 5 is going to be bandits, level 10 is going to be drogs, level 15 will be mages, frostmourne, animals, and spiders. 20 will be Thelmor and dwarfs, 25 will be vampires, Daedra, giants, and dragon layers, and lastly level 30 plus will be dragon priests dungeons. The particular mod authors made adjustments based on whether the dungeon is part of the main quest or a guild quest, which usually meant for lower minimum levels to make the adjustment of that one. This is very interesting indeed. The tiering on this is absolutely spot on, and with that configuration of being a main quest or a guild quest, to put that into factor is also a brilliant one too. So if you're struggling, I suppose, on a higher difficulty or jumping back in for the first time after a long time of playing this particular game, this overhaul is a definite must to the gameplay within Skyrim. Khajiit follower Azaron. This one is coming in at 3.4 kilobytes of a download. This is going to be the first upload ever from this particular mod author, and just off the bat I'd like to say thank you very much for uploading to the Bethesda on the website. It does mean an awful lot to me and the community that you are making mods. We need more modders on the scene, and this one definitely is a good step in the right direction. For this particular one there was no grey face on my screen, which I was really worried about, but there wasn't whatsoever. This particular Khajiit though is a two-handed warrior and can be found waiting at the Bannered Mare within Whiterun. He is essential and will not trigger pressure plates at all, and will not affect your stealth meter if you're going on those particular adventures. Throughout this particular one though, he suffers from on and off grey face glitches, but personally I didn't see any at all. I encountered him within the settlement of Bannered Mare, and then upon that, when we went into combat, he suited and booted straight up. So for me it was pretty flawless. I enjoyed this particular one. He is a mountain of a cat and definitely will be very viable within combat. Khopesh, coming in at 10.9 megabytes of a download, adds a Khopesh to the game along with two unique versions of the blade of Ra and Nor, with unique enchantments that does 10 points of fire damage and has a chance to cause the enemy to explode once upon death. This particular ancient weapon of the Redguard, originally typically wielded by one of the greatest warriors to do with the Redguard, and offered enchantment with powerful magic. These weapons have a long and yet subtle blade, favouring the sword of the modern, and a scimitar and cutlass. This weapon can be found in a chest at the Broken Ore Grotto, along with a book to grant the ability to craft this particular version as seen on screen now. So not only do you get to the two unique blades, but if you are looking for the standard one within the game, read the book and you have the ability to craft it. Overall, a very unique and awesome blade. It was nice to see that we had to find this blade before getting our hands on it. So guys, that's the end of this particular episode. This has been episode 512 within my series. Guys, if you made it this far and you haven't done thus so, make sure to click that like button. Also as well, click the subscribe button. It's completely free. Right next to it as well, there is going to be a bell icon. If you click that, you will get a notification in some way, shape or form. I do not know how it works on YouTube every single time I upload a video to the channel. But guys, until the next one, Killerkev here, and Killerkev out.